What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different comic book stories from different comic book companies. This time, we are going to jump back over to DC Comics, and we are going to continue our coverage over the Kngiht Terrors Event. If you are new to the Kngiht Terrors Event, let me explain what it is all about. It is all about the idea that a character named Insomnia is looking for something called the Nightmare Stone. And to get the stone, he has to search every single character's dreams as a way to see which one is holding the stone. So he had to put everyone to sleep on the planet as a way to look into dreams or nightmares as a way to see who is currently holding on to the Nightmare Stone. Today, we are going to do the Black Adam tie-ins. When it comes to the tie-ins, they are exploring certain characters' dreams and nightmares. Each character gets at least 2 tie-ins apiece to give us the chance to explore their dreams and see what their nightmares truly are. So we're going to explore Black Adam and see what his nightmare is all about. And so getting into today's video, we actually do pick up in Kngiht. Now remember, when it comes to Kngiht, this is the home to Black Adam. And right now you have Black Adam trying to protect his country because right now his country is being attacked. Now, we can tell right off the bat when it comes to this section right here, it takes place right before Insomnia have put the entire planet to sleep because of course Black Adam is right now awake and he's trying to protect his country. Now when he does take down the guys who are attacking his country, he does ask one guy that you will take me to your leader. Now, before he is able to actually be taken to his leader, that is the moment Black Adam realizes that something is off. Something is wrong in this particular area, or technically the world. And of course, it's now Insomnia beginning what he did to everybody else in every other book, putting them to sleep. Because as soon as Black Adam realized what's happening, it's too late. Bam, he begins to fall out of the sky and he falls straight into the ground. And where of course he falls asleep. Honestly, not the ground. He falls into a body of water. Either way, Black Adam does fall asleep. Now, before we are able to actually explore Black Adam's nightmare, I want to say something real quickly. And that is, guys, the artwork in these books have been amazing to me. I don't know, like when it comes to Kngiht Terror books, the story has been somewhat good to me, but the artwork, man, they have been beautiful. And I read First Blood, Poison Ivy, Ravager, and even Black Adam's art is just amazing as well. But either way, when we do jump into Black Adam's nightmare, when he does arrive into his own nightmare, he looks around and realizes that something is off in his country, that something has happened to his country. Now, for Black Adam, at first, he has no idea that right now he is in some kind of nightmare, his own nightmare. But of course, when he does want to explore his country and see what else has happened, that is the moment he's confronted by some kind of creatures. Now, the next section is him fighting against those creatures, but there is something I do want to mention. There is something I really want to talk about, and that is that when it comes to Black Adam fighting against these creatures, it's going to be an actual challenge for him, a very tough challenge. And the reason why, because we have to remember, this is a nightmare. It's supposed to make things hard for you. You're supposed to go through some dark moments in your own mind. And so right now for Black Adam, he does feel very confident because it is Black Adam. His power is very strong. He should be able to handle these creatures, but unfortunately he cannot handle these creatures because again, it is a nightmare. And so when he does fight against these creatures, at first he's able to actually hold his own. But unfortunately, as the fight goes on, the tougher the battle gets. Now, it does seem like he's also losing his powers as well, which means that the creatures are kind of getting the advantage here when it comes to their battle between them and Black Adam. But either way, as the fight continues on, you have Black Adam realize that if he does not finish his fight soon, he will die here. And so you do have Black Adam release a huge amount of his energy to get rid of the creatures so that he has a breathing moment. Now, when he's able to actually get a breathing moment, that is the moment he realized what's happening right now all around him. That every single location that he has been to, so let's say big towns, small towns, different countries, different pieces of those things right now have been placed in his country. So right now around him, he's not just seeing his country, he's now seeing pieces of San Francisco, pieces of, let's say, London. The list goes on and on. And so right now he's seeing all these different locations all in one place. Now, with that being said, while he's trying to take everything in, that is the moment he's hit with a lightning bolt. Now, when he is hit with that lightning bolt, he does turn back into his regular form and he does crash down back in the middle of his nightmare. Now, once Black Adam is able to get back up after crashing into the middle of his city or country again, whatever. Anyways, once he's able to get back up, that is the moment he is confronted by Bast the Cat. Now, this does seems to be a newer version of the character. Now, the reason why I say that, because when it comes to Bast the Cat, before New 52 and even after New 52, the character was mostly a black cat-like person or cat, actually. Now, with that being said, when it comes to this version of Bast the Cat, well, Bast does not look black. He looks a tad bit tan. And on top of that, when it comes to this Bast the Cat, he even says, I do know my name, but I don't know my true origin. But I do know for sure to call me Bast. But that's all I know. I feel like there's more to my story, but unfortunately, I can't tell you anything at all. And so to me personally, it seems like this is a newer version of Bast the Cat. Now, you do have Bast tell Black Adam, hey man, you need to power back up because we need to go to the tower to figure out what's happening right now with this area, with your nightmare. Now, when Black Adam tries to power up at first by saying Shazam, his powers do not come back. Now, the second time he says it, his powers do come back, but unfortunately, it does show the idea that maybe in this nightmare, he's slowly losing his powers, which honestly is a very horrible thing to happen to Black Adam at this moment because of his nightmare. Now, once Black Adam actually reaches the tower, this is where things get even worse for the character. And the reason why, because when he does get into the tower, he does see some kind of creature. Now, unfortunately, we do not get the chance to learn the creature's name, but we do see the creature right now killing off Black Adam's family. Now, this is huge. And the reason why, because when it comes to Black Adam's family, they've been dead. Matter of fact, his brother-in-law died, I want to say back in 2013. And when it comes to his wife, I want to say she died in a more recent book. Either way, they both been dead for a good period of time. And so right now for Black Adam, that right there should have been a wake-up call. Like, hey man, you are right now in some kind of nightmare. Your brother-in-law, who has been dead for a while now, just died again in front of your eyes. And then here is your wife right now also being killed off. Now, you do have Black Adam try his best to fight against the creature, but like I said earlier, Black Adam is not as strong as he usually is when it comes to his own books, because again, this is a nightmare. And so you have the creature literally grab Black Adam, tell him, look at you. You're always doomed to lose your family. And he throws Black Adam away out of the tower. Now, when he does crash back into the ground and he gets right back up again, he is confronted by Bast the Cat once again. And you have Bast tell him, hey man, listen, I know you did bad the last tower, but there is another tower nearby. Let's go there so that you'll be able to handle what's happening right now in your area. Now, for Black Adam, he realized now this has to be some kind of nightmare. He's stuck in some kind of nightmare because the man just had to watch his wife and brother-in-law die once again in front of his eyes. And so right now it's him saying, no, I am going to ignore you and try to figure out how to get the heck out of here. But then this is one heck of a cliffhanger. But then that is the moment you have Batman appear and you have Batman say, Black Adam, I think I know how I can help you escape this nightmare, but you have to listen to me. And you're kind of wondering, how in the world did Batman make it into this man's nightmare? Well, We're going to find out in the next book or possibly in the Batman tie-ins as well. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later.